Tabitha. What are you doing? Lay down, baby. Yes. Lay down. Wonder if I'm going to have any visitors today. Oh, sorry, baby. I didn't mean to clunk you on the head. Sorry, Tabitha. Yeah, sorry. It's always the waiting. I hope somebody jumps in. Would have thought people wanted to have a happy chat. always wait 15 minutes. If no one has come in within 15 minutes, then I know nobody wants to talk. Hello? Is there anybody here? Anybody that wants to talk about what makes you happy? I thought that would be a nice topic of discussion. We always focus on the negative rather than the positive, so I just wanted to focus on the positive for once. So welcome. Tell me, what makes you happy? Hello? Hello, hello. Is there anybody out there? Hopefully my internet is streaming well and you can see and hear me. Give me a thumbs up if you can. And say hello. Let me know who's here. What makes you happy? One of the things that makes me happy is talking with, people from all around the world. I like meeting new people. I love to crochet, so I'm sitting here crocheting as well. So tell me, what makes you happy? Share with me your ideas. I like to do crafts. That makes me happy. My cats, I have 2 of them right here, right now. For the most part, they make me pretty happy. What makes you happy? Do you have a hobby? Do you have a favorite person you hang out with? Hello, hello. Please don't lurk. Just say hi. Just say hi so that I know someone's out there. So that I know someone's watching. Hello. Let's talk. Let's chat. Let's talk about the different things that make us happy. I'd rather it not be a one-sided conversation. Make sure my chat's on. No, my chat is on. Do you have a favorite movie that makes you happy or a favorite book? Or maybe it's a quote or a song. One of my cats is snoring. Hello? Hello, hello? Is there anybody out there? If there's anybody there and you can hear me and see me fine, please let me know. I may read tarot cards, but I'm not a mind reader. I do appreciate the thumbs up, whoever left the thumbs up. Thank you for that. The topic for tonight is, what makes you happy? What's everybody doing this evening? Hopefully you're doing something that you like to do. I am. I'm crocheting and snuggling with the cats on the couch. And I'm trying to make new friends, but nobody seems to want to talk. I've checked my chat. My chat is on. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not. How about bubbles? Does it make it more interesting if I'm in bubble form? Hey, Robster! Welcome, welcome, welcome. So tell me, new friend, what makes you happy? That's tonight's topic. Things that make you happy. Things that make me happy are my crocheting. I like to make crafts. My cats, which 2 of my 4 cats are laying right here next to me. Bubbles. I like bubbles and sparkly things. That makes me happy. Awesome, Rubster. Where are you located at, Rubster? I don't know where you're at. Where do you reside? I am in Southern Illinois, just so you know. But I have to be honest, I am closer to St. Louis, Missouri than I am to Chicago. So I am definitely Southern Illinois. Wearing my SIUC School of Social Work sweatshirt tonight. I graduated from SIUC. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I just got over a bug myself, actually, about a week ago. That and a sinus infection. First, I had the sinus infection, and then I had a 24-hour thing. So, okay, I gotta ask, are these bubbles annoying or do they make you happy? What makes you happy? That's the question tonight. What makes you happy? Let's chat and share all of our happy times. Oh, is there somebody else in here? Oh, LA and Vegas. Oh, okay. I have never been to California. That is on my bucket list of places I would like to go. I've had friends who went, but I've never been. Is it nice weather out there right now? We had nice weather here today. It got up to about 60, and it was sunny. That made me happy. Yeah, I love sunshine. Can't get enough of it. I absolutely love sunshine. That's why I like the Southwest a lot. Always said that one of these days I may end up in the Southwest. You know, um, New Mexico, Arizona. You know, I like dry, sort of hot weather. Depends on the day. Just depends on the day, you know. So, Rubster, what do you think of these bubbles? These bubbles that are floating through. Should I get rid of them or are they a keeper? Because I like to try and do different things. I hope some more people jump in. This isn't my usually, you live in the high desert. Oh, nice. Um, this isn't my usual chat time. My usual chat time is on Thursdays. But sometimes I'll do a live stream just for fun, just because. If you go through my playlists, it's a little distracting. Okay, I'll turn it off then. Go back to normal. Better? Yeah, my normal chat is on Thursdays, but sometimes I like to just start a chat just because. Sometimes I get bored. Sometimes I'm outside on my property walking around. I'm blessed that my internet, I've discovered, actually makes it pretty far around. So, you know, I can walk around part of my property um, as a live stream, which that's always a lot of fun. Unless I trip and fall, which I've been known to do. I have 12 and a half acres out in the middle of the woods, hence the name Smallwood Homestead. Only about an acre of my land is clear, and that's what my trailer sits on. My trailer and my barn. And then the rest of it is trees as far as the eye can see. And a creek. I have a creek as well. Sometimes it's a dry creek. Oh, yeah. I love it out here, I tell you. I love it. Today, I saw 2 red-tailed hawks. It was fabulous. I was so surprised. Well, not really surprised. I was surprised at how close they were to me. They were probably 20 feet away. That close. Usually they're up higher in the trees, but these, I think they were fighting with each other, so. Heather! Yay! Thank you, thank you, thank you. 100,000 people are on you. Oh, wow, Webster, that's a lot. I live in a small town of about 6,500 people. Yeah, $7,000 on a good day if no one's died and they've had a few births at the hospital. Heather, you making it to my chat makes me happy. Yes. Awesome, awesome. I'm trying to do more impromptu chats, you know, just because. Ooh, a hawk? You saw a hawk? I love all the hawks here. I get so many of them. And today I went driving to my local state park and I saw a turkey vulture on the side of the road. I'm like, wow, I haven't seen a turkey vulture since last fall. Usually they're out in the summer and the fall. I have not seen a turkey vulture in late winter, early spring before. Is everybody drinking tonight? I got me a beer. And a glass of water. Two-fisted drinker. Water in one, a beer in the other. I don't drink a lot of beer. So, yeah, there's a lot of different kind of hawks, but I know that the ones here on my property are red-tailed because I collect their feathers. They leave me feathers sometimes. So, later today. What's that in reference to, Rubster? Later today. Black vultures. Yeah. Most vultures are black, but turkey vultures have a very distinct head. Their head looks like the head of a turkey, which is why they're called turkey vultures. They don't have feathers on the top of their head. The turkey vultures don't. And so their body is black, but their head is this. Oh, thanks, Rubster. Their head is this kind of brownish gray bald head. So turkey vultures they run rampant here. Oh, you're a bird nerd, Heather? That's awesome. You would love it here then because I have 5 or 6 different kinds of woodpeckers, all different sizes. I have several kinds of hawks and owls. Yes, yes. And I have more songbirds than you can shake a stick at. I mean, I get the titmouse, I get cardinals because it's our state bird. I get blue jays, I get swallows, I get robins, I get house wrens. I get chickadees, 2 types of chickadees, the yellow throat and the white throat. I get, did I say sparrows already? I get nuthatches, warblers. I'd have to look up in my book what a warbler looks like. My mom used to be really good. Oh, Shire. My mom used to be really good at picking out birds. I'm not as good because birds scare me. But I feed them anyway because, you know, I try to be nice. I'm like, if I feed them, they won't come peck out my eyeballs. Your typing is messy. Have you been hitting the bottle, Heather? My typing gets messy too, especially if I'm trying to type really fast or if my hands are bugging me. So, oh, excuse me. Something I can share with you guys. You know, I always try to focus on the positive, but it's not always easy. You know, I suffer with PTSD and I have seasonal depression. And I also have chronic pain. So there are some days in which I get pretty low and pretty sad, you know, depressed. So to make myself happy, several years ago, I made this jar. And this jar, I don't know if you can read it, it says, all good things. And what I do throughout the years, whenever something nice happens, I'll write it on a piece of paper and I toss it in this jar. Or Right now, the only thing that's in here, because I just emptied it a while back, this is actually a tea tag that that comes off a yogi tea, and it has a saying on it. And the saying on this one is, the beauty of the soul is constant, continuous, and endless. And these yogi tea tags are always uplifting and positive. So I stuck it in here. And whenever I get sad, whenever I get, depressed, I will pull out some of these and read them. And it cheers me up. And usually at the end of the year, I will empty them all out and start anew the next year. And so if I haven't emptied it by the end of the year, then at the end of the year, I will sit and read all of them and just look back at things that happened throughout the year. Like, last year I had put in when my youngest grandson was born, because that was a happy thing. Um, just different things. Starting the YouTube channel, I had put that in there because to me, that's a happy thing is starting my YouTube channel and meeting new people, because I like to meet people from all over the world. So, that's something you can do to focus on the happy, to focus on the positive. Um, oh, nice. Now, when do you get your gooseberries, Heather? When do you get your gooseberry bushes? I wish I had some gooseberry bushes. Oh, definitely. Definitely. That would make me happy too. Getting things in the ground. I like getting my hands dirty. I'm a homestead outdoor kind of girl. I like getting my hands dirty. So you don't see any fingernail polish on these nails. And you see how short they are. I dig in the dirt. I don't have time for nails. So, sorry guys, I have to take this headband off. It is giving me a bit of a headache. So, I apologize if my hair is a little funky. So, okay. Now, Heather, have you tested out patches in your yard to see where the sun is? Because I know gooseberries need quite a bit of sun. They're like grapes. They need like full sun all the time. Now, Rubster, what exactly do you do? Do you garden? I haven't had a chance to watch your videos yet. I plan on it though. You're added to my queue of videos of channels I have to watch. Me too, Heather. Me too. Yup. And add in their crazy cat crazy hippie chick in there too, and that's me. You're a landscaper. Oh my God, Rubster, this is awesome. You can give us pointers. I have a beautiful shade garden. It's a circle. It's approximately 30 feet in diameter, maybe 20 feet in diameter, that my mother planted when she was still alive. She passed away 11 years ago, or no, 10 years ago. And there are hostas and lily of the valley, and there's ferns, and there's trillium and jack in the pulpit and Dutchman's breeches. And I realize I'm saying all the common names. I have no idea what the Latin names are. But oh my gosh, I've been trying to figure out how to take care of this garden. Because I know you're in California. Yeah, cuz oh, you guys probably have water conservation big time there too, don't you? Don't you, Rubster? Um, but I had to cut down some trees that were used as the shade for this garden because they were infected. They were rotting out. They were really diseased. So I cut them out. So now I'm scared that all these shade plants are going to burn up. And I'm like, no, I don't want that to happen. My mother spent so many years putting this garden in, but I don't have any plans from her of what she put in and where. I just know by sight when they pop up. But this garden literally lasts from March until November. it's that long of a growth span with all the different plants that she's put in there. Oh, and there's monkshood. Monkshood is in there too. Arcanite. Arcanite? Is that right, Heather? Arcanite? Is that what monkshood is? The nice purple flower that looks like the head of a monk. Good witchy herb. You know, Rubster, I actually have a lot of cacti here. Um, but I keep it in pots because I find that if I keep it in pots, they dry out better. If I put them in the ground, it's almost like the ground here is too wet for cacti. But I love cacti. I absolutely love cacti. So pretty. I have different types too. And I have some aloe vera, obviously. You know, that's a good plant to have in the house for burns. Or for sunburns if you're like me and pale. So, yes, I actually have monkshood, Heather. I actually dried some recently and put it in a bottle to use for my rituals. So, so what else makes you guys happy? Rubster, what makes you happy? I didn't see you type in what makes you happy. Welcome, welcome to anyone who's just jumped in. Witchy! Oh my gosh, Witchy! You made it to one of my live chats. Yay! Oh, that just made me happy. That made me happy, Witchy. Yay! Not proper term. Oh, yeah. Well, Witchy, the topic of discussion tonight is what makes you happy? Um, you play pool. Awesome. I play pool. I don't know how familiar you are with old famous pool players, but there was a man named Minnesota Fats, and he used to win all kinds of pool tournaments in the 70s and 80s. You know Minnesota Fats? He's a family, or he was a family friend. He helped me to hold my first pool cue when I was about 3 years old, and the pool cue was about 3 times the size of me. But Minnesota Fats would pick me up. He used to come to Southern Illinois all the time and hang out. And he hung out with my dad. And we used to go to this local bar that was downtown, and the bartender knew me. So Minnesota Fats would get shot glasses, and he would have them put cherry Coke in the shot glasses for me when I was a little kid. And one of my most favorite memories of Fats, because I didn't call him Minnesota, I call him Fats. One of my favorite memories of Fats was he gave me a jar about this size. It was an old pickle jar full of pennies. And he said, "Here, Missy, go over to the bubblegum machine and have fun." And so they took a stool and set it at the bubblegum machine. And the bartender gave me an ice bucket, and I would sit there and put penny after penny in that bubblegum machine, and I'll be darned, I emptied the entire bubblegum machine because Fats gave me all those pennies. Oh my gosh, yeah, Fats, he was a great guy. Oh, I loved Fats. He was so nice. Oh, thanks, Witchy. Yeah, Fats was such a great guy. Another thing that he did, my great aunt, and a lot of people don't know this about Minnesota Fats, but Minnesota Fats was a big philanthropist, okay? He was a big proponent of animal rights. Most people didn't know this about him, okay? My great aunt Pearl, she was kind of an animal hoarder. She lived alone, and she had 15 dogs. Well, Aunt Pearl, you know, she was an old lady. She had no money. Her husband had died many, many years ago. And so Fats called up the local vet clinic, paid for someone to come out, gather up all 15 of Aunt Pearl's dogs, take them to the vet clinic. He paid for all their vaccinations, all their exams, and for all of them to be spayed and neutered. And then paid for all the dogs to be brought back to my great aunt's house, to Aunt Pearl's house. Yeah, Fats did that. Not too many people would do that. Oh yeah, he was awesome. Yeah, he is one of the granddaddies of pool, definitely. Um, I am not a great pool player. I can play. I can hold my own, but I'm not a great pool player. But I love to play. Love to play. I can sit and watch Vivian Villarreal. Boom, forever. I love watching that woman. She is so feisty and so funny. Yeah, I love watching pool. I like watching trick shots. You've played some of the greats. Who have you played, Rubster? Who have you played? I'd like to know. Oh, this is making me like so happy. So happy. I can't see what that emoji is, Witchy. What is that? Sorry, it's so tiny on my phone. Hee hee. Oh gosh. See, this is a happy chat. Such a happy chat. Oh, Witchy. Oh, 8-ball. Awesome. Okay. 8-ball. Yeah. Witchy, I want to show you something. I already showed Heather and Rubster, but this is my all good things jar. And whenever something nice happens, I put it in my jar. Or if I get like a good fortune from a fortune cookie, or like I have a tea tag from Yogi Tea that has a nice thing in there, I put it in here. And then if I ever feel sad or down, then I pull out something from my all good things jar, and it makes me happy again. So I wanted to share that with you. Yay! Yay! All good things. So what makes you happy, Witchy? What makes you happy? I have another happy thing. Say hi, Tabitha. Oh, she's like, no, Mommy, I don't want to say hi. Oh, she just kissed me. Okay. That's Tabitha Demeter. She makes me pretty happy for the most part, unless she's misbehaving. You know, it happens. It does happen. She is a kitty. Yes, happy, happy Georgia, happy, happy Georgia, happy, happy. No, she didn't escape today, Heather. Tabitha escaped yesterday, guys. Heather, I was doing a live stream. Heather was on the live stream with me when Tabitha somehow got out. And so I had to catch her while holding my phone on the live stream. Never a dull moment at Smallwood Homestead. Never a dull moment. There's always something happening. But I was running around the house trying to catch the kitten. Do you know how hard it is trying to catch a 6-month-old kitten? Yeah, these buggers are fast. What are you doing? Oh, she's trying to get my yarn that I'm crocheting with. No, Tabby, you don't do that. But anyways, yeah, that was an adventure. But I did plug up the hole, Heather, that I'm pretty sure she was climbing out of, and she didn't get out today. So that's good. Knock on wood that she didn't get out today. Oh, thank you, Witchy. She was feral. A friend of a friend had been feeding her for about a month outside. And this friend of a friend posted on Facebook that she couldn't care for her anymore. And winter was getting ready to come. And I thought from the picture that she was about 6 months old. This was back in September. And the woman who had found her had been feeding her for months, said, listen, I'm pregnant and I've got 2 dogs and the winter is coming and I can't care for a kitten. Does anybody want her? Well, I live on 12.5 acres in the middle of the woods. I have a dog house inside my barn that feral cats and sometimes raccoons and sometimes possums like to sleep in when it gets really, really cold. So I thought, well, I'll bring her in my home. I'll see how she does. If she doesn't get along well with the other cats, then I will put her in the barn and she'll be a barn cat. That was until I saw her in person. And when I saw her in person, she was literally this big. Oh, okay, Rubster. I will check out your videos. Everybody go check out Rubster. I just met him today on another live stream. So please go say hello to his channel. Show him some love. I will see you later. Yay. But anyway, back to the story about Tabitha and how I got her. When I saw Tabitha, she was this big. This big. She couldn't have been more than 2 or 3 months old at the time. And I went, oh my gosh, I have to take this baby home. Well, she had been feral probably since birth, I'm guessing. And so she had never used a litter box. She'd never been inside a house. She'd never been around other cats. So it was a long adjustment period. And then in December, I took her to the vet. And the vet said, how old do you think this kitten is? And I said, I think she's probably, don't drink my water. Don't drink my water. I said, I think she's probably about 6 months old. The vet looked at her teeth. Hey, UFO, welcome, welcome. I'm glad you're here again. But anyways, I took her to the vet, and the vet says, yeah, she's about 6 months old. So that's how I ended up with Tabitha in the house. And that was in September. So, you know, now, or December. This is now February, so she's about 8 months old now. So, UFO, the topic of discussion tonight is what makes you happy? One of the things that makes me happy are my cats. This is one of them, Tabitha Demeter. She's the baby, and she keeps getting mad at me because I keep picking her up. But I have 4 cats. I actually have 4. I have Derby Drainpipe. I have Baxter Jr., Magic Man, and Tabitha Demeter. And yes, all of my cats have 2 names. I know, I'm a weirdo that way. So UFO, what makes you happy? That is our topic tonight. And Witchy, you still haven't told me what makes you happy. Right on. Weirdo is cool. Yes. You know what? Without us weirdos, life would be so boring. It'd be so dull. When I was younger, I used to be a little self-conscious because, I'm not like everybody else. I'm hyper, I'm loud, I'm opinionated, I like bright colors, and not everybody can handle it. But then I get to thinking, you know what? If everybody was the same, how boring would that be? So I like weirdos. I love weirdos. That makes me happy. Weirdos make me happy. So definitely. I'm so glad people jumped in. I was sitting here going, okay, I'm going to give it 15 minutes. If nobody comes in, I'm going to have to end the live stream. And then people showed up. Yay! Makes me all bouncy trouncy, like Tigger. Even though Eeyore is my favorite character. Oh, I am making a blanket for my grandson. These are all granny squares that were given to me. And I thought I would just put them together and make them like a Harlequin blanket for my grandson. Because I fixed him up a bed here. He now has his own room here for when he comes to stay. So now he'll have... Scooby-Doo. Yes. Ruh-roh, Shaggy. Yeah, so now he'll have a blanket. He'll have a lot of blankets because I make a lot of blankets. But this is how I use up scrap yarn, And when I'm not making blankets for my family, I make blankets and I donate them at the local homeless shelter. And I have also, oh, thank you, Heather. I have also been known to leave blankets just kind of randomly in parks. So, yes, Tigers are awesome. What is it? Um, Being a Tigger is a wonderful thing. What is it? His head is made of rubber, his bottom's made of springs. I don't know the song. Um, my son's favorite character was Tigger. My daughter's favorite character was Piglet. And my favorite character was Eeyore. And my best friend's favorite character was Pooh. So I figured we had, do wonderful things. The tops are made out of bottoms, the bottoms are made out of springs. And the wonderful things about Tigers is I'm the only one. Isn't that how it goes? I think that's how it goes. Close anyway. It's so funny though. I always identified more with Eeyore. Eeyore makes me happy. Even though Eeyore's kinda sad, but I just love Eeyore. I really identify with Eeyore. Well, I guess. Even though I guess I don't really act like an Eeyore. I'm too hyper to act like an Eeyore. When I'm having a good day. When I'm having a bad day, I would act like Eeyore. Because all I can do is lay on the couch. But, oh well. Exactly. I have this book called Eeyore's Life Instructions book. It is so cute. If you haven't read it, you should check it out. I would pull it out, but I don't know exactly which bookcase it's on. So I don't want to walk away and try and find it. I've been trying to remind myself to do more happy things and surround myself with things that bring me joy. Me too, Heather. Look behind me. Me too. And it is what it is. Yes, Witchy, exactly. And so I got myself this little bag. Do more of what makes you happy. And I keep my my tiny poker cards and a tiny deck, if I can get them out, and a tiny deck of tarot cards. Oh no! Oops. But I keep a tiny deck of tarot cards in here too. I don't know if I can get them out. They may be stuck. Oh, I hope they're not stuck. It's a very tiny bag. Oh, here they are. And my tiny tarot cards in there too. So I keep this in my purse. And it just reminds me to do more of what I love, which is tarot card reading. I love tarot card reading. That's something that makes me happy. I didn't used to charge for my tarot readings until I met a woman named Dorothy Morrison. She's a pagan author. And she said, oh, girl, you're providing a service. You should at least charge a little bit of something. So and this was 20 years ago, more than 20 years ago. What I started doing is I would charge enough to pay for my babysitter and buy new cards when they broke. Okay, UFO, be careful. Where are you at, UFO? That you're getting storms. Where are you at? Because I'm in Southern Illinois and we've had wind gusts like crazy today. So, where are you at, UFO? Yeah, as a matter of fact, I can hear the wind picking up again. The wind got up to like 40 miles an hour today. And they're calling for it to get stronger this evening or tonight. I guess it's 6:20 now. So they're calling for it to get stronger. Ah, you're in Ohio. I'm in Illinois. I feel you. We had thunderstorms yesterday morning. We were like inundated. And then by the afternoon, they were gone. They were just gone. Okie dokie, Witchy. Thank you so much, Witchy. I'm so glad you got to come. Thank you for jumping in. Oh, I love you so much. Yay. Enjoy the Oscars. Have fun with your hubby. I hope he's doing well. Yes. Love you. Definitely come back again. Anytime. Anytime. You're always welcome at Smallwood Homestead. Yeah, UFO. I mean, I live in a mobile home, so the wind sounds like a freight train blowing through. So I get you. Please be safe. Please be safe. The fashions. You know, I don't have television. I mean, I have YouTube and I have Netflix and Hulu, things like that, and I have a couple of British um subscription services like Acorn and BritBox, but I don't have network television. So I can't watch things like the Oscars or anything like that. So I usually get the recap the next day. I don't miss having TV though. I haven't had television. Well, let's see. Since my youngest left home, and she's 24, so for the last 6, 7 years now, I haven't had television. Yeah. Yay! Always, always, Witchy. Mwah! Always, always. Yay. Poof. That's magic for you. Yes, Magic. I said your name. My cat just jumped up. I said Magic, and he's like, huh? What? You talking to me? It's so funny being a witch and having a cat named Magic because when he's misbehaving, I yell at him, bad magic, bad magic. And I did that one day when a friend of mine was over. She's like, why are you saying bad magic? I'm like, oh, that's my cat's name. My cat's name is Magic. It's so funny. It's so funny. Okay, so who's still here? I see I have one in the room. Or one in the stream. Is that you, Heather? Are you still here? Or did everybody leave? Did UFO get kicked off? Oh no, did I lose everybody all of a sudden? Oh, UFO, okay. You're Cincinnati. You know, Heather, I think he might have gotten booted off because I only show one here in the chat. And I think that would be you. So we might have lost him or her. I don't know if it's a him or her. Lost them. I know you wouldn't. But you know, with the storms and stuff, I mean, I understand. Like I said, I've got high winds right now. It's possible that I could lose my power and everything. So, you know, I understand that stuff happens. Stuffs happens. Just does, doesn't it? Oh my goodness. I think I missed a stitch, but that's okay. My grandson won't care, will he? I don't think he'll be counting the stitches, do you? I don't think so. I have to drink my beer before it gets warm. I hate warm beer. That's one thing I couldn't do in Germany. In Germany, they drink everything warm. Warm iced tea, warm soda, warm beer. When I would go to McDonald's, I would have to ask them for ice. And actually, you know what, Heather? I'm thinking probably in about 4 minutes, I'm going to cut the stream because, you know me, I try to keep it at around an hour. Sometimes I go over, but tonight I'm thinking with the winds the way they are, maybe I should cut out right at an hour, if that's okay with you. Oh, awesome! Send me pictures. I want to see pictures. Yay. What do you think of my grandson's bed? My make, do, and mend. I did spend money on it. I spent $15 buying the little cushion mattress thingy for it, but I can reuse it, later. So I look at it as kind of an investment. So, sorry, just heard thunder. Speaking of storms, hmm, really? Oh, yay. You know what I did? That's funny you should say that. I did lay down on it just to make sure it was secure, you know. And of course my legs hung off the end, but I think he'll like it. My daughter seems to think he'll like it. So that'll be good. And perfect size for a small human. And small cats because they all jumped in there and wanted to take it over and I had to shoo them out. So yeah, I was kind of surprised. Like I said, I zip stripped it together, all the chairs together, the stools together, and it held pretty well. And I mean, it's solid wood across the top, so, you know, my daughter seemed to think it was okay. I figured, hey, when my son was little, he slept on an old army desk for like 2 years, because we couldn't afford to buy him a bed. Well, I couldn't afford to buy him a bed. Yes, they gave it pre-loving, exactly. But I had an old army desk, so I just piled up a bunch of blankets, and that's what my son slept on for a couple of years. You know, so he actually slept in a walk-in closet too because he was tired of sharing a room with his sister. So he moved all of his stuff into our little walk-in pantry closet thing and made that his bedroom. I was like, okay, if that's what he wanted to do, that was okay by me. He had his own room then. So everybody thought it was weird, but I'm like, well, he's a little person. It's perfect size for him. It was like 13 feet long and about 5 feet wide. It was perfect for a 4-year-old, you know. So, but he slept in there until he was in first grade. Oh, I did that too. I have a bad back, and sleeping in a bed actually hurt my back more. And my doctor said, sleep on the hard floor, be good for you. So I did. Yep. Wow. All right, Heather, I just hit the 1 hour mark. And since I've heard thunder now, I think I'm going to get going. You stay safe. Have fun painting your signs. I can't wait to see pictures of them. You didn't have a bed. Well, my mom and I actually built mine and my sister's bunk beds. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had a bed either. Neither would my sister. So we shared a porch bedroom. Our bedroom was actually a porch, and my dad built walls around it. Yes, be happy, be kind, and be safe. Love you, Heather. I'll see you Thursday, okay? Don't forget to set your reminder for Thursday chat. And I'll be loading up a Tarot Tuesday. And I just uploaded a new random roomie tonight, too. Right before I started the live stream, I uploaded it. So if you're interested, check it out. I'll talk to you later, hun. Have a good night.